Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Magic Arena, and today we are taking a look at Midweek Magic, and you usually get this once a year. Actually wondering when this will take off, but for now it seems to be like a special event. This is the Gladiator Community Spotlight. So for those who don't know what Gladiator is con- essentially Canadian Highlander, 100 card singleton with no commander. And this one is it's called Gladiator because this uses the card pool of Arena, and it has its own separate ban list. Now, okay, the event here says it's you face off in best of three matches. I'm not sure if these are actual best of three. If these are actual best of three, we might have to split this into two episodes. We'll probably go through. We'll take a look at them. We'll probably go through the ones on top here first because these are the usual ones. Uh, we're probably going to see a lot of the Mirror Pact Oracle, Rakdos Reanimator. These are the pretty good ones. Naya Bard class is interesting in the singleton format. I'm Jeskai Tempo is going to be otherwise their sneak attack. Caltech is interesting. Mono Green Elves is going to be constant. Let's start with the upper left and just keep going to the right. We'll just do it that way. So first off, Azorius Control. If assuming that things don't slow down any more than they have, it's actually been slowing down quite a bit. Okay, there you go. I'm interesting that the list is just 99 cards, even though this is supposed to be a 100 card singleton. So there might be a mistake here somewhere. Otherwise, we're seeing 99 cards here, but otherwise this is plain control, pure and simple. I'm trying to look over the ways that this can win. Hitting enough times with Malcolm will make a lot of the stuff here free. Gideon of the Trials is a way to not die right away. That's also a decent way of having some control as well. So let's trigger Archmage's Charm. Teferi Time Raveler, Teferi Hero of Dominaria, Teferi Temporal Pilgrim. These are the usual win cons. Wandering Emperor is also kind of there. So this is basically Teferi Tribal for the most part. Sunfall is basically win con. I'm also double checking the board wipes, so because that is the hallmark of a control deck. Supreme Verdict, Settle the Wreckage. So 1, 2. Sunfall is 3. Farewell is 4. So 4 time more. So 4 board wipes, something to keep in mind. There is a Timeless Dragon. This is a kind of a win con as well. Horn Lockwhale is there as well. Surprised there's no Nezahal, but we do have a Kalim as well, which is actually going to be quite interesting. And yeah, we have some of the creature lands as well. Hall of Storm Giants, Cave of Frost Dragon, Castle Ardenvale to make some token creatures. We'll try this first, but I'm really curious if all of these are just 99 card decks and it's just missing that one card. Also, we're gonna really double test if this is best of 3 or best of 1. True Gladiator is best of 3, so we will be here for longer games. Also, waiting for our opponent might take a while also. I actually might have to start cleaning up some stuff while I'm at it. Yeah, this is a good time to transfer my extant files over to the other side. Okay, things are not going smoothly if we're locked into waiting for an opponent. I've actually kind of wanted to do this tomorrow, but I don't think I would have time for it either. So this one is fine as it is. Probably should have spent this time going through all the I should also start double checking the health of my backup drive. That's fine. Okay, cancel came up, so something really went wrong there. We'll try that again. Yeah, how has our unit? Leaders are waiting for opponent. Now, will we actually get an opponent? Otherwise, it'd be a shame if this event was bugged out. The other thing I can think of on why this. That's 9 hours ago. I don't usually reply to old videos anymore. That's an out. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna try a different deck. I suspect that 99 card thing might be causing a bug here. We're gonna check the other decks. If they're 100 card decks, then something is definitely wrong. My suspicion is that this deck might not be validating properly. Also, what would be a if there's a card that's missing? What would be the card that you put in there? Personally, I put in another wrath. Okay, so this one doesn't seem to be. We'll try a different deck. See if we can get that to work. Otherwise, this event might be bugged out. Let's try this one. This one looks very different. Is this also 99 cards? No, this is 100 cards. So it's possible that there is a bug with that one deck because it's missing that one card. I'm gonna go back and take a look. Maybe we get the full hundreds here. No, it's 99 cards. So it's so if that is the case, there's a possibility we're not gonna be able to play that deck. But this is called cow tech, so I'm seeing cows, pigs, and some good stuff. There's a Shield Dread, Mastermind's Acquisition. There is no sideboard for this format. Lots of big stuff. Sorin Vit. So this is 5-color good stuff for the most part. I'm trying, but it's really high on the top end there. We'll try this one, see how it pans out, and also see if we can actually connect. Cause yep, we're able to enter a match here. So I suspect that yeah, the event is bugged. I'm gonna see if I can pass a report. It's either that or it's just my end that's bugged. Okay, so it's more than just the 2 decks. Okay, so we're gonna have a very big problem with this event here. Basically, what happens is if anyone chooses the Azorius or the Jest, so there are apparently 2 decks that are missing 1 card. So I'll show you the I'll show you the bug report. The bug report here. So window capture. Okay, so very quick look here. At least 2 midweek Magic Gladiator Showcase decks appear to be bugged. So the thing is that if you're playing the Jeskai or the Azorius deck, it's those because they have that 1 card missing, and the other decks seem to be working as intended. Now the update is that if any, it's causing more than problem. So if it tries to pair against the actual deck, it will cause an actual problem. So we might not be able to get. So we're gonna see if we can actually get any games. Okay, so we're able to get the game here, and we can already tell that our opponent is not running the said deck. So that said, would I keep this hand? We can plane cycle for 2, but we are behind in time. We can discard. So the reason this deck and I don't think I want to mulligan this. I'm gonna try this out. We probably would hit some lands here. It's helpful that we're able to cycle. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try out five decks that five at least five of the decks that are not busted. See if they do an update. Okay, so opponent leading on Wooded Foothills. So this is probably this could also be a mirror match. Opponent not cracking this right away. Could be a landfall deck of some sort. Yeah, we definitely want to cycle, grab a plains, play it. We'll probably grab another tri-land. So we are missing white and blue as far as leyline binding is concerned. Opponent's going for the generous end. I probably would like to go for something like white, green, black because we have double black here for shield. No, white, blue, black. I would like to go for that because we have double blue here, double black, double blue. So that's kind of what the plan that we're looking for. Well, there's our black, so we're just pressured to get white and green. We don't need to get another. So white and blue, sorry, not white and green. I guess we can get white, blue, green because some do have quite a bit of double green as well. We have the black on hand anyway. So we can just do Walker of Waves, Shooter for 2. I'm also incentivized to just drop Shieldred because our opponent seems to be a burn-based deck. Though they do have other colors. Yeah, I'm incentivized to drop Shieldred ASAP. Then let's see. Also, our opponent's planning to drop something expensive, so we might get through it. Now that said, red does have ways to remove this. Oh, there's a Tasha's Unholy Mage also. Hold on. We're gonna be a bit cute about this. We're gonna do. Now they have 2 choices. We'll probably end up getting the. We might get the generous end, but because that deals less that. Now it depends. If our opponent has a way to answer this, and it does have ward 2, so they're gonna need a very efficient answer for this. Okay, so they're going for generous end. Next turn, we're probably going to start going plus here. This one's just basically the distraction, so it'll allow us to drop Shieldred, Leyline, or Waker Waves. We might want to do Waker because we want to hit our mana. We want to hit our land drops. We really want to hit the 7. We can also alternately just eternalize the dragon. One is looking for a way to answer Tasha, which makes perfect sense. Now, our opponent is also a 5-color deck. I just don't know what direction they're going. Like, they did call this the cow deck, but I don't feel cowed. I don't feel like I'm cowed at any point. Opponent also just tapped it and let it go. We did hit our 5th mana. We'll plus, of course. We'll swing first. Then let's see what are our options. We don't. We definitely want to wait. We might just shield dread right away. And we have the mana up for Leyline Binding if needed. Now I want to investigate what this deck our opponent has, because I know looking over our deck, we do not exactly have an Oliphant or a Generous End. Not exactly Lord of the Rings friend at all. Opponent goes Fable. Also, there's no indicator that states that this is a best 2 out of 3. They might have a Lightning Bolt. Nope. No, they just conceded right then and there. So I have no idea what was in our opponent's hand. The reason why Gladiator is generally best of 3 is also to accommodate that. But in this case, it is just best of 1. We got our 1 win right off the bat. Pretty nice. We'll do a claim. But yeah, it looks like we're going to be doing 5 nice some BSA. So let's see. I suspect our opponent was either going Bard class or Sneak Attack. I'm gonna take a look. I'm looking for the deck that has Oliphant, and I don't see an Oliphant here. So it's not. So that was not the. Now I do see the Oliphant and the Generous End here. So that was a Gruul Sneak Attack deck. Interesting enough, the plan is you want to have a lot of early plays. I have no idea what our opponent kept, but it definitely was not fast enough. You can see there's a lot of ramp going here, and there's also a lot of incidental removal to take care of mid-range until you can land your big stuff. This is pretty much a mid-range deck for the most part. We do have some really nice big ends: Emrakul, Galta, Crater of Behemoth. Last March of the Ends feels weird. Atraxa is always a solid here. So this is just. So despite the colors being shown, this is a green-red deck true and true. I'm gonna do a double check here. This is 99 cards, so 1 card is missing from here, which is a shame. Jeskai Tempo is also one of the good ones. So, but we'll do Gruul Sneak Attack first because that is what our opponent played. So we're gonna have a hard time hitting matches if our opponent is playing if either us or our opponent is playing one of those decks. So this one is solid. Turn one Ragavan is always going to be annoying. We can go turn 2 Llanowar Tribe. We are missing some big creatures. Never mind, opponent concedes. Yep, turn 1 Ragavan would do that. If our I think I'll try this deck again just to. I'll try this deck again. See, let's get an actual proper match. Yeah, these are getting gems too. Like, maybe we should have held back on the turn 1 Ragavan if we did not want. So it's actually possible we might get 3 videos out of this. If what I could do is I can just use this as a PSA. Okay, so this one is okay. We can keep this. Okay, opponent on Commercial District. I think this might also be okay. Missing the land is actually fine for us because we want to be able to land the Forceful Cultivator. If we hit the land, we just play it right away. Then we'll have our choice of Kellan. Okay, this is an equipment-based deck. I think this might be This might be the Naya Legends deck, which we'll probably do on the second vid. I'll probably do both vids right away. Just some. Oh, it's definitely equipment based. Now I could play this as a creature. We can. No, play this as a land. We can play it tap just to play land or tribe. Yeah, we're gonna do that. We'll play land or tribe. Oh no, we can't play land or tribe. Sorry. Do I want to play Cabaretti Revels first? Cast. I think we'll take a risk. We'll play Cabaretti Revels first. Reasoning behind this is that sure, even if our opponent does snipe this, we should be able to get the forceful cultivator down, get us a land, and we get the benefit that this is has a mana cost of 4, so mana value of 4, so it'll hit us a decent 3 drop along the way. Mana Confluence, Abysson's Pilgrim. Oh, this might be a sneak attack deck. I have to double check if I'll have to double check if the Bard deck also has this. So we're taking some hits. It's a given. Generous Ents. Ooh, we get the discount too. It's a basic land. I really want to get that mountain, but actually mountain is fine here. We'll get, because we're tapping for 5. Oh, it's ETB's tap. So we got 2 mana up. I can. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to cast this. I can cycle this. We'll pass. But we definitely have prime time mana. So I'm gonna figure out how to sequence this. Opponent actually going for Tyrant Sanctum. This is legendary, so I am suspecting this is the Naya Bard class deck. Though you're not exactly hitting Bard class. This is going to be more traditional, so we really want to land our prime time. Our Clotus not so much. We're not exactly exiling cards from their yard yet, but definitely prime time. So I can sequence it 1, 2, 3. Play land or tribe. We are missing 1 mana. I might just be better off going for this right away. Play the lands, then cycle and grab a forest. Play that. We should. I think we're fine with it that way. Also, the lands entered the battlefield tap. So, yeah, that one is actually our best case scenario. Opponent just goes for cast, equip, we take the hit. Not the most it's the most straightforward, especially since our opponent seems to be kind of stuck. Now I could, no, this has first strike, so there's no point in blocking. So what we can do is we can actually gonna cycle this, grab forest, play that out. Then we can probably do land or tribe prime time. And this is not once per turn, so that's a it has to ETB untapped. So unless I want to take a bunch of damage, we're just gonna have to get we're gonna have to get a regular forest here. Eldritch Evolution is another way to go. We'll do that later. No. So we have to do a lot of sequencing here. Because this gets us 8, and we can Eldritch Evolution afterwards. Like, say, we can evolve the Force Cultivator into something a lot bigger. So this is the nature of Gladiator. Even without the commander, you can still do a bunch of broken stuff. Oh yeah, ETBs too, so we're actually getting 9 mana. And of course we're getting green. And there, opponent concedes. Basically, we were able to do what we wanted to do. Got it out right away. And that is and without the turn 1 Ragavan to boot. So in a way, I would say the Gladiator is quite competitive as well if you know what you're doing. Forensic Researcher, that's cool. So let's do a double check on, because that's probably the Bard class deck. Yeah, let's see. There is a Mary Esquire. That was the Bard class deck. This is very mid-range. Opponent needed to do a lot of stuff. No, we did the sneak attack. Oh. Yeah, we did the sneak attack. We did cow tech. Let's take one of the harder decks to play. Dimir Pact Oracle. And I'll probably take 2 of the decks in the bottom. Here's safe. So Oracle Pact, it's pretty much no. This version has a few more other ways to win, but the main priority of this deck is to cast Tassa's Oracle into an empty library, and we get the empty library through Tainted Pact. You'll notice that even our mana base is singleton here. And even at 100 cards, it's very easy. It's easy to cycle through. The thing is getting the setup done. So there is a lot of card draw. There is a lot of control. There is a Reanimator sub-team because of all the digging that we're going through. So we have to play as a control deck for the most part here. So while Azorius control is not working, we have to do Dimir Pact Oracle first. I've seen some people complaining, oh, yeah, oh, if you're not able to respond to this, you're dead. Well, that's kind of the rock paper scissors of aggro control combo. So this one I am very willing to keep. We can do Zaga Triumph, Hall of the Storm Giants, Ledger Shredder, turn 3 Castle Vantress. This one is just mostly to draw us cards, so I'm actually fine with this. It depends on what kind of deck our opponent is playing. Black. Rona is also another way to dig through, so we definitely want to play Sylveon next turn. We'll probably do Wishclaw Rona. We'll definitely drop Ledger Shredder first. Smoldering Marsh. So this is just black-red. So alternately, we can do Ledger Shredder into Brainstorm. We can just like say play Rona first, but let's play the Ledger Shredder first. If they have removal, I want to. Okay, they don't have removal. I want to get it out of the way if possible. But I also don't mind just playing Sylveon right away as well, because if we can keep drawing cards off this, and we're going to need those cards, it's a big deal. If we okay, opponent is probably going to make us sacrifice a creature. If they make us discard, it's going to be interesting. But Grim Shooter is going to be our most important card. Okay, so it's just sacrifice. So we did hit Reckoner Bankbuster. And this is an attack trigger, so it doesn't... But that said, our opponent probably has a lot of removal between Liliana of the Veil and company, so we might not be playing the correct game here. We definitely want to land these shooters if possible, so that is a concern. Also, our opponent hits 4 mana, so they might... So a lot of people conceding early is actually quite valid here, because Okay, opponent does have the removal for this.
Hey, over here.
So somewhat annoying, but kind of expected. We might just have to pitch the Bankbuster here. Though this does draw us cards. Yeah, I'm actually gonna pitch the Talisman instead. Opponent does pitch Gristlebrand, which is also scary here. Also, we need lands. That's the scary part as well. I guess we just play Rona first. We need to hit lands. Okay, we hit the land. There's a thing in the ice that lets us... No, this only bounces creatures, so it's no good against these guys. Definitely want Impulse up top. And we definitely need the fourth land. So, when we're pitching, what do we pitch? This is sorcery. We're probably going to pitch Demonic Bargain. If our opponent has a way to reanimate, we're in serious trouble. We will... Okay, 6-man. Also a problem. So we might actually just have to impulse for our land at this point. The sad thing is that we're really just missing the two. We would need to do both of these to hit our combo pieces, and we're about to lose one of them. I guess we lose the Bankbuster after all. Opponent just goes for Carnosaur. And they discover Cruelty of Gix. Now, if they go... Now, I don't mind them going for number 1. But yeah, this is going to be a... Also, we know our opponent's going to try to do this right away. There's also the risk that... Okay, they're just going for number 3 right away. They're going to try to end it ASAP. Player discards a card.
We all have things we'd rather forget.
So it's a question of can we combo or not. And our opponent has a lot of discard, that's for sure. Okay, we hit the impulse. We know we don't want to tap for Rona right away. We need to hit a land. There's also the argument for not tapping this because we want to do Grim Shooter. Okay, we hit the land after all, so... Seagate is also a land, but we need the double black in this case. I'm gonna do this right now. We're taking a risk that... Where's the Tainted Pact? Now we'll take the Tainted Pact first. Then we're gonna do the Tainted Pact first. Then we're. But that said, our opponent's just gonna could make us discard again. In which case we lose the Demonic Bargain. Then we're really searching off top. Yeah, this is not a winning game for us. We'll try this one again. We do have quite a bit of time here after all. There was the argument to not search for it right away. But yeah, between the mana and the damage. Also note that I'm not able to, even if I do cast this, I won't have the mana to combo off right away either. So it was an argument for using, Wishclaw Talisman would have required the same amount of mana.
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
Tally, each player exiles the top card from their library. We'll see if they exile a Totsi. So yeah, we're not gonna win anymore. And that was our Totsis for all that's worth. That is the sneak. I believe that is the Reanimator deck. Also quite powerful if you don't get control early. Our we needed one of those creatures to land, and it just did not happen. We'll try again. Yeah, it seems everyone is talking about the. That's. And okay, this one is waiting, so someone hasn't figured out the bug yet. I'm going to, meanwhile, see if I can get some information on this. Probably would get a notice right. There might be a notice right away. I don't think it would be an announcement. That was 2 days ago. Yeah, they've also updated the ban list, so yeah, that's why there's no demonic tutor, no natural order, no field of the dead, whatnot. No Minx and Boo, no Oko, Teeth of Crowns. Yeah, some of the they did just copy and paste the description. And okay, let's also you probably do have to reset it. I don't Otherwise it's gonna keep trying to pair you up with the same person. So let's see. MTG Arena server status. The server status should be fine, but they probably will be there might be an update report about the two decks. Anyway, we do have lands. Bind to Secrecy. Okay, we have lands, so we're actually gonna keep this. Unearth. Like the Unearth is basically a backup in case they do get rid of Tassa's Oracle. But in this case, we don't have it in hand yet, so we'll bin it for now. Yeah, this looks like the same deck again. So cards like Midweek Massacre are there. Oh no, this is Oliphant. So this is the sneak attack deck. So we definitely want cards like Bind to Secrecy because we're going to be countering a bunch of non-creature spells. So we'll flash in Orcish Bowmaster's turn 2. Turn 3 Kaito, we definitely want to start drawing cards right away. We can also just play Sylvian just to have something on the board and start drawing cards that way too. Yep. Maybe our opponent has a burn spell that they want to burn here. Probably not. But yeah, we definitely want to play Kaito. We'll probably set this to black since we need double black for this one. Though I don't know how well double black's gonna work against a sneak attack deck. Opponent seriously, yep, opponent did consider it a fatal push. I'm actually fine with that. So let's see, you may cast from your hand without paying its mana cost. We don't. I'm actually gonna just play Sylvian first. Opponent does have Croxa. We're gonna bin the Meat Hook Massacre here. So we really want to start drawing cards. We also do not want to mill our opponent's deck. Though it is a sneak attack deck, we actually might want to mill them. So also, what is our spell book here? We need the lands, but we'll see if we can hit another land. We do hit another land, so we'll play that first.
Get in, get out. Easy mission.
Okay.
Now,
The mana is going to be our most important detail here. We also kind of want to mill cards, but we also want to be careful as well. If we mill Thassa's Oracle, we're so regretting not hitting that on Earth. Opponent's gonna try to kill this one because that's our continued card draw plan. Though we can just use Kaito instead for the own shards. Yep. Opponent also discards Mount 2 for that. Okay, so we now have 3 islands, so Mystic Sanctuary is now valid. We can use Mystic Sanctuary to say get back on Earth, which can get back a lot of things. That's something to consider here. I'm also going to play this now. I'm going to set this at 2. We'll mill 4 cards. Hopefully we Inquisition. Okay, so not too bad, and it actually fuels it for the most part. That said, 0, 1, 3, 2. Yeah, we're missing a more expensive one. Opponent is a yeah, we're probably just gonna oh, we could also recast Inquisition, see what they have, but it's probably then we can claim. We probably want to save the Mystic Sanctuary to get back the counterspell. So Search for Ascanta. Search for Ascanta also helps us a bit, giving us quite a bit of surveil. So whenever creature controlled, search your library for a blue or black creature card. So if we get this to 7, it will. Also, our opponent seems to be awfully stuck. They haven't cast a big creature, and I know their deck has quite a few big creatures. Probably just the timing. So we definitely want to hold on to both Bind and Counterspell. So if we can hit Tainted Pact, then the plan is to now just get Kaito to 7. Kefnet. Kefnet is. How many cards in the graveyard? We have 7 or more already, so we don't need another one. Yeah, we're basically just going to try to draw as many cards as possible. Infernal Grasp is good for us. I think it can take that down. Would choke estuary.
Now?
I can play that. It is 3 mana for us to get a non-creature, non-land, but we probably won't do that right away. Opponent now hits their 7 mana. If it's something like Etali, that's counterspell worthy. And we probably just win the regular old-fashioned way. Decline the reveal. Now, the correct strategy would have been to play Mystic Sanctuary, get back the counterspell on top, then swing to draw the card. I could have alternately have just played so that would have been the more opportune way, but our opponent already tapped out for it. We didn't exactly get the combo, but we did get quite close enough there. So there we go. I'm gonna call this video because I want to highlight these 2 decks right away. I'm gonna be doing quite a bit of editing, but at the same time, I'm also gonna be doing the next set. These remaining 5 decks definitely work. Really interesting to see everyone playing the Rakdos Reanimator. But there we go. That's going to be it for this episode of Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, turn on notifications and whatnot. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope to see you guys again next time. Take care. God bless. Stay safe wherever you are. Have a great week.